improper squat can be very dangerous, and this is why. So first step is always to find your comfortable position to squat from. And your main thing is to find shoulder width with your feet. So you'd line your feet up, and one of these squares is about shoulder length for most people. So I line my feet up with this square, and you line your feet up, your heels to the back of the lines, right? And then you point your toes out to feel a little bit comfortable when you go down, so that it's not just like flat. It's hard to get your knees out because you want your knees out. You can't have your knees in. That's uncomfortable. So then what you'd start with is when you come down, you keep your chest up and you line your knees up, and you want to get outside your feet. So you want to keep your knees outside your feet. If you have to, you can push them out a bit, keep your chest up, and then you're going to do this. So when you start your squat, you should come up and you should come down like this. Your hands should be up to keep your chest straight, keep a comfortable position at the bottom. All right, so your next step is to get to the rack or wherever you're gonna squat from. And you're gonna want to move your rack, like your hips. You're gonna wanna move them to about shoulder height. There's mine, and I'm gonna go do the other one. Move the other one to shoulder height, perfect. And then you're going to set up your bar. So once you have the hooks at about shoulder height, you're gonna come to the bar, and you're gonna do a deadlift. You're gonna bring the bar to your waist. You're then gonna drop down a little bit. You're gonna jump it up to your shoulders. You're gonna then walk it all the way to the bar and rock it. You're gonna hear a lot of noise here, but that's fine because you don't wanna just drop it on like this. That's dangerous, you can hurt yourself. So you're just gonna keep it here, keep your elbows straight, and walk it forward onto the bar. So once you have your bar set up, you're gonna wanna get in there and get yourself in a position to do a good squat. So the way I start is I line my hands up with these lines here, and I line my pinkies up on both sides. Or the way I was taught to do it was put my elbows at a 90-degree angle, and you're gonna line them up and just go ahead and put them there. And when you do that, usually you're gonna get that same spot. So once you get in this position, you're gonna wanna get yourself under the bar. You're gonna line your neck up to the middle of your two hands, to the middle of the bar. You're gonna lift up. You're gonna back up about a step and a half. I line up with these squares in the back. All right, so once you're in this position, you're gonna get your feet to about shoulder width. You're gonna point your toes out a little bit. Since we don't have that square, it's a little harder, but you can usually feel the most comfortable spot. And then you're gonna start by putting your knees out, and you're gonna squat. You're just gonna go down, and you're gonna keep your chest up, and you're gonna keep your knees out. You want your knees outside of your feet, and then you're gonna push up. You're gonna power yourself up by keeping your knees out. And then re-rack. No! I showed you what an improper squat looks like and how it can be dangerous, and this is my result of teaching someone how to do a proper squat. All right, so your next step would be to go to the bar or to the rack, whatever you want, or whatever you're using. Fuck me. Okay. All right, so your next step is to get to the rack. And you're gonna want to put.
What?
All right, so your next step is to get to. Fuck me, bro. So once you have your bar set up in, once you have the hook set.
Okay, time to leave.